4 employees, a locked safe, a running fryer. But when the morning manager walked in, the restaurant was completely empty. No signs of a struggle, no blood. The back door was wide open, letting the freezing November air drift inside. The police thought it was a simple teenage prank. A few kids stealing petty cash to go partying. They were dead wrong. Because what the investigators found hidden in the woods 2 days later changed everything. And the most terrifying part, the real monster might have been someone they served right before closing. It's midnight in Speedway, Indiana, November 17th, 1978. 4 young kids are finishing up the graveyard shift at the local burger chef. The youngest is only 16. They're doing the usual stuff, mopping floors, wiping down grills, counting the till. By all accounts, it's a totally normal Friday night. But somewhere between midnight and midnight 30, something shifts. A car pulls up to the back door. Or maybe someone walks in through the front right before the locks click into place. When the morning crew arrives at 7 a.m., the scene is deeply unsettling. The safe is hanging open. Around $500 is missing. But this wasn't a normal robbery. Think about it. If you're a thief, you take the cash and you run. You don't force 4 employees to leave their coats behind in the dead of winter. You don't leave the back door propped open. Because the police assumed it was just a breakaway case of kids skipping town with the cash, they made a fatal error. They let the restaurant reopen the very next morning. They literally let employees sweep the floors, wash the counters, and destroy every single piece of forensic evidence before the forensic team even arrived. 2 days later, the truth caught up with them. A hiker walking through a wooded area 20 miles away spots something in the brush. It's the 4 employees, still wearing their burger chef uniforms. 2 of them had been shot execution style with a .38 caliber revolver. 1 had been beaten brutally. The youngest, 16-year-old Danny Davis, had panicked. He ran into the dark woods, only to freeze to death in the cold. The town went into absolute panic. Who could do this? A routine investigation quickly turned up a terrifying lead. A few days before the murders, a group of men had been seen scouting the restaurant late at night. A tight-knit gang specializing in robbing fast food joints. The police even got a confession from a man claiming to be the getaway driver. But before they could lock it down, the confession was recanted. The physical evidence was gone, swept away by the cleanup crew on day 1. Over the decades, investigators chased hundreds of leads. They dug up backyards. They interviewed prison inmates. They even looked into a theory that the murders were a retaliation over a petty drug debt. But every single path led right back to the same place. Absolute silence. The suspects either died of old age or took their secrets to the grave. Today, the physical burger chef building is gone, replaced by a different business. But the shadow of November 17th still hangs over Speedway. 4 young lives completely erased, all for $500 split between monsters. It leaves you with a cold realization when you're locking up a building late at night. Sometimes the locks don't keep the danger out. They just trap you inside with it. The files are still sitting in a dark basement drawer. 4 lives gone over $500. It makes you think twice about who is standing outside the glass when you're locking up the doors for the night. If you want to keep digging into the cases the system forgot, drop a follow. I'll keep the booth open for you. Stay safe out there.